Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 7th to the 13th. This is for Cancer, Sun, and Rising. All right. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your reading, to get more specific, okay? The reason I do that, Cancer, is because I want you to feel like this is a personal reading, like we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Now, Cancer, listen, this is the week. This is a big week, okay? Not only are we just coming out of an eclipse in Scorpio, which was really powerful, we have a full moon, total lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 8th, okay? November 8th. Mark that in your calendar. That's a big one, okay? Think about full moons, closure, okay? So we know that there's a lot of new beginnings happening for Cancers, okay? Based on the readings that I've done for you in the past. If you want to follow along, if you're new to my channel, you can go to my description box. I leave all the key astrological dates there. Now, this is the big one, okay? This is a big, big, big eclipse. And it's a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse, so think about a full moon times 1,000, right? So basically Clark Kent turning into Superman now. This is very powerful. It's going to be in your 11th house, all right? And so that is your house of your friends, your social network, your organizations you belong to, groups, things like that. But it's also your hopes and dreams, and we're going toward your hopes and dreams, okay? This eclipse is going to bring some closure for a lot of Cancers, okay? One other thing is that we're still following Jupiter. Jupiter's now back in your 9th house, going back into your 10th house of career in January, but 9th house is great. I love the 9th house. That is, publishing. It's long distance travel. It's working with people overseas. It's, the main thing is spirituality. But Cancer, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Again, this is for Cancer, Sun, and Rising for November 7th to the 13th. Okay, so Cancer, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. Secondly, Cancer, listen, I love you, all right? I love all my Cancers. It's so funny because, I do the celebrity readings. I do their birth charts. I've done birth charts for a lot of people at this point, but it's always interesting. But like Cancers have every sign has like a reputation, right? They're always known for there's like keywords attached to them. But it's always surprising to me when I run across these Cancers that are just, what? You're a Cancer? I mean, you really have to look at the birth chart, but then I look at some and they're just like, they're definitely Cancer. So I, in my reading last week, I mentioned some celebrities, but, I just discovered Princess Diana was a Cancer. I did a reading for Selena Gomez. She's a Cancer. She's into celebrity tarot readings if you want to follow along. But let's go ahead and get started. You are going to have a beautiful week. You're going to have an amazing week. I'm in love with this. Now, that solar eclipse we had in Scorpio, okay, back in October, that was in your 5th house of love, okay? Love that. Family, creativity, all of that. But a lot of love messages coming through here. A lot of love, okay? Let's get started. You got the 901. So I love this energy for you. This is really, it's resilience, hanging in there, right? I make the analogy. This is the, when you're in 5th grade, 4th grade, your math teacher had that poster of the cat hanging from the tree. This is that card. Hang in there. Don't give up. But also really just standing your ground. Like, you can see him, he's a little beat up too, right? Gauze on his head, but he's ready. He's like, bring it on. I can keep going. I can keep going, right? He's a little exhausted for sure. So you've definitely been enduring a lot. You've definitely gone through, a lot of different phases, ups and downs, but here we are to the heart of your spread. 6 of Cups. I love this card, and I love that it came up in the heart of your spread because it does remind me of Cancer. And this is a card of friendship, and it's, it's not taking things too seriously, okay? Now, I said that eclipse that's happening is really, really intense, and it's especially intense because there are oppositions that day, and they're not great oppositions, but this is you just staying cool, right? Being with your friends, not tapping into your inner child, right? You see the children here, okay? okay? And for some of y'all, there is going to be a lot of activity with children if you have children, okay? Just remember that is whatever comes up, like, let's always keep that positive energy there, all right? Because this is a card, it's a beautiful card, and there's a lot of security and comfort with this card, all right? This is in the heart of your spread. Now, also, I want you to know you did get the Two of Cups, but you got the Two of Cups in your challenge area. So some of y'all, the message that's coming through, some of y'all are not ready for a relationship, or there's something going on where you feel that there's a lack of it. There's I want you to know, and I say this all the time, put some action toward some of these things. Now listen, Mars is in Gemini. Mars is a planet of action, and with it being in Gemini, that's your 12th house, your subconscious, all right? The past, we're really going deep at this point. We're really going deep. Now, because it's retrograde, it's a really good time to reassess things. For those who are in relationships, is this what I want? Is this and you know, this is not just romance, by the way. This is career too. Okay, your relationships with your boss, with your company. All right. So it's a good time to think about that, because it came up in your challenge area, and this really is, at the end of the day, like that soulmate kind of card, right? It's that soulmate twin flame energy, two becoming one. This is so much love there. But because it came in your challenge area, we want to think about that. What's blocking that, okay? I think a lot of it's coming up here too, especially because you did get the Lovers in your crown, all right? Now, here's the thing. This is definitely on your mind. Again, work or love. Work or love, okay? Some of y'all this week may be having to make a decision. At the end of the day, this card, sure, it is the Lover's card. It's ruled by Gemini. I told you that Mars is in Gemini in your 12th house. What are the chances, okay? The fact that it ends up in your crown. This is synchronicity here, okay? And so you see Archangel Raphael. He's the one who's gifting the love. Okay, let's just call them Adam and Eve here. Gifting the love, bringing the love. It's up to you to decide what to do with it. So some Cancers will be in a position this week where they're thinking about that. Do I move forward with this relationship? Is there something else? Am I fulfilled emotionally? Is this something that I really want? Those are going to be some big questions that you ask, but again, I really do love the direction that we're heading here. And remember, eclipses are game changers, okay? So they make us face some truth sometimes, all right? Now listen, you did get Judgment, all right? Now, this is a great card. I love that it came up in the root of your spread, because it's very clear as day here. There, you are in your head. You will be in your head a lot this week, okay? And some of y'all are looking for that moment of clarity. You're looking for that aha moment, right? This is spiritual awakening, okay? You can see Archangel Gabriel. You've got two archangels here so far, blowing the trumpet. Listen, I've talked about energy all the time. I've talked about sound. I always say that this is the only card in tarot where there is a huge connotation to sound, all right? So when Archangel Gabriel blows a trumpet, the dead arise. The dead are gray in tarot wisdom, okay? So this is you. Take that metaphorically. Hearing the sound, okay? Sound is so healing, all right? Sound is vibrations, okay? And so back to the energy thing, we want to always vibrate at the highest frequency we can, okay? We're made of energy. That's not my opinion. It's not conjecture. It's fact. It is Albert Einstein himself, Nikola Tesla himself. Any physicist in the world will tell you everything is made of energy, including us, okay? And now, when I say us, I'm talking down to the molecular level. I'm talking down to the thoughts in our head. I'm talking down to the words that come out of our mouths. That's energy, all right? So a lot of y'all are looking for this moment to just have some clarity moving forward, especially with relationships, because that is part of this whole big picture of having this comfort in your life, right? But a lot of y'all some of y'all will be questioning friendships too. That's fine. This is a big time. Listen, eclipses are big times, right? And so with Mars and Gemini and especially like it all aligns with the astrology of what's happening with you now. Here's the great news is you did pull the 9 of Cups. We started with a 9 of Wands. We're ending with a 9 of Cups. You're fine. This is in your future. This is in the future area of your spread. This is really, it's the genie in a wish. Okay, genie in a wish, or genie in a bottle energy, right? Wish coming true. And so, Cancer, you see all the cups arranged above his head. That is a lot of spiritual enlightenment. So, this moment of clarity, it is clear that you will have that. I'm very excited for you. Okay, there's going to be some decision that that's on your mind about moving forward in a direction with some sort of relationship. It could be work again or with love. But and if neither of that resonates with you, so much activity in your friendship sector, and even with your network, okay, colleagues, neighbors, this is a big week of making some decisions, but at the end of the day, it's reaching that enlightenment. Okay, he's almost like showing off his trophies, right? Almost like proud of where he's at. So listen, just whatever you're hoping and wishing for, remember that I said this eclipse is in your 11th house of your hopes and dreams. Okay, it's your future. This is wish coming true. All right, Cancer, I love you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to your stuff now. Cancer, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like and subscribe. I really, really would appreciate it. I love reading your comments. If you are a subscriber, I love you. All right, I love you so much. And I'm sorry I made that like weird face. I was just like, had to get some energy from my crystals. Who says that? I do, I guess. Now, Cancer, let's go ahead and get going. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness, Cancer, this is a week. Boom. Okay? Listen, not only did you get judgment in the root of your spread, and I said that you are going to find that enlightenment. You're going to know everything's going your way. It's exactly what you want. All right, you're ready for this new chapter, okay? You're ready for something new, okay? Listen, when we talk, think about the hero's journey, okay? It's the framework for any movie you see, any book you read. Back to the, mythology. There's always a hero on a journey. It doesn't matter if it's, an action film or, a superhero film. It's romance, too. It's comedy. It's anything out there. There's a main protagonist going for something, okay? This is you coming to the end after, look, come on. You see the wreath? That's a big old wreath, all right? And so this is victory and success. Also, the four fixed signs bring a lot of like stability. I love this for you, okay? You're definitely heading in the right direction, and this eclipse is really just kind of, spearheading a lot of that. Now, here's the one thing, though. You did get the devil come up, all right, in your external factors area. So what I want you to do, okay, I call the devil a trap. All right, don't fall in a trap. And the message that's coming up is going to old ways. I don't want you to go to old ways, because look at this progress you're making, okay? And so the devil represents all our vices, all our addictions, all, the shadow side, our bad behaviors, or, even the ways that we think that do not serve us well. So there's going to be a test coming up, okay? Something that's going to come up, and it's probably going to be something that you really want to hold on to, but you know that it's not serving you well, okay? So it's all, remember, this is a week of decisions and choices. And listen, you're fine because, clarified, you did get the strength card, all right? So, listen, just don't fall into the trap. There's going to be something that may try to tempt you this week. Maybe it's going back to an old ex that that it's not good for you. Maybe it's, reaching out to an employer that you maybe didn't have the best relationship with, but, you made a lot of money, but it was just like, was I really happy there? Let's, with Mars and Gemini, in your 12th house, it just reassess some things this week, but also just there is going to be a test coming up, like a testing, what serves you well, what doesn't, what do you need, what do you don't need. I think that you're going to be fine. You pull this strength, okay? You pull this strength card over the devil. So listen, if you need to, all right, tap into whatever it is that brings you that strength, okay? Whether it's God, the universe, your children, your family, your favorite sweater, your Gucci bag, it does not matter as long as you find that strength, because you can see she's taming the lion here, but the lion is allowing her to. This is synergy here. This is spirit animal energy. Now, listen, we know you just want prosperity and abundance and, security, all right? A lot of security, okay? Especially with family, too. Did I say, Cancer, that a message that came through is some of y'all are actually thinking about having a child or starting a family? That's a big energy that came through. And it's and this card is, you see 3 generations here: the old man, the young couple, the little child in the corner. You see him right there. 3 generations at play. So not only is it family energy here, and like I said earlier, actually, that solar eclipse in Scorpio with the bundle of planets in Scorpio, passion, intensity, that was in your 5th house. I said that. Love, family, but procreation. Now, boom. Cancer, come on. Who are you? You got the 9 of Pentacles. I really love this. This is your final outcome. Listen, I said Venus is going to save the day this week. Venus, I love the aspects with Venus this week. Now, you can see the symbol of Venus all over her gown here, okay? What is Venus? Venus is all the things that we love, that we desire, that it is love, it is money, it is happiness. It's everything that fulfills us. It's those things that we desire. Now, remember, don't desire the things that are going to hold you back. Desire the things that that's going to bring abundance to your life, like the 9 of Pentacles here, okay? Now, here's the other thing, is the great thing here is that this is in divine intervention at play. The financial success, the abundance she has, the harvest, all that abundance, it didn't come by luck. Came by working your butt off. You earned this. You see that little snail in the corner, okay? That's indicating this was you. This was you. This was slow and steady you working toward your dreams coming true. Cancer, I love you so much. You are going to have a wonderful week. You're going to have a wonderful week. You do have some choices to make. In the end, it looks like you are going to be on top of it, and you just have so much abundance around you. And I'm just so happy for you. This is great. This is a great reading. Cancer, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.